All right. Well, welcome, Carolyn. I'm excited. Thanks for joining us. I know this is sometimes a little bit scary for clients to share their story, and I appreciate it's not always easy. But look, you've got a great story to tell, and that's why today I wanted to really dive into having a chat with you around your experience with us so far at CoreFit, and also to help inspire other people as well. For those of you out there, a little bit about Carolyn. So she's a mother of two. She obviously lives in Newcastle, where our business is. And she's been with us now for around 8 months. She's lost 10 kilos. And a lot of this is around how Carolyn has overcome or continues to overcome her all or nothing mindset, which is something which has prevented her in the past from being able to really to get her results to stick and her health to stick. So it's really exciting to have you with us. Thanks, Carolyn. Welcome.
Hi.
So let's kick off. Hey, the first question I wanted to ask you and share is basically like, why did you join us in the first place, and what was life like before you did join?
Okay. I had a pretty stressful 6 months previously. I've sold in Sydney and moved to Newcastle. I'd had a home business in Sydney for 27 years, and I was looking to kind of go like semi-retire and then change that to a mobile business. So that was all very stressful. And one of my goals when I moved up here was to spend more time on my health and fitness. So I actually just Googled gyms near me, and I really liked the bit about where you said you do small groups, because I'm not a big gym fan. I don't like to be a number. So I really liked that. And yeah, when I chatted to you on the phone, I came and had a interview with Ali, or a chat with Ali. It was all I really liked the whole way your business was run. So, and just how approachable you both were. So that's how I ended up at CoreFit. So
awesome. Yeah, that's great. That's great. And so since being with us, because I know you've achieved a lot, but just to share the people out there, like what are some of the main changes you've noticed so far since working with us? And what are the differences you feel now versus what you felt back, say, when you started or before you joined?
As you said before, I do have an all-in-one mentality, so I'm either going at 100% or I'm not doing anything at all. So over the last few months, you guys have been working with me, and I'm changing that so that if I don't do something one day, it doesn't matter, and that goes with my food as well. I'm either eating really well or I'm just binging on junk. So I'm changing the way I think, and I am a lot fitter, and I'm prioritizing health and wellness now, rather than just going, oh well, I'll get to it someday. So and I love the community. Like, I just think you're just all very I don't know, it's just a fun group of people, and I also remember one week I was having a pretty crappy time, and I was thinking of quitting, and not that you guys knew that, but I was thinking of quitting. And both you and Ali approached me after and it said, we noticed that there's something not right. What's up with you? Which I thought was pretty amazing, because number one, you noticed, and number two, you actually did something about it. Whereas I'm used to being in fitness places where you just tap your little card on the way in, and it's like, say thanks when you walk out, but they don't actually know who you are, and they don't know what you're trying to achieve. As long as they get their money every fortnight or month or whatever in their bank account, they're happy with you. Whereas I find that at CoreFit, you get a lot more than that. So.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. I'm glad we tapped you on that shoulder that week you were feeling not great, because the reality is right, like there's going to be times where you feel flat, and so that's really our job, to be able to make sure that we try to keep you on track. And and as you know, it's a bit of a roller coaster at times, and there's times where you do want to give up sometimes, and I think that's very relevant with a lot of people. But I think when you feel like you want to give up, it's great, because that's an important thing to understand and realize why that's coming up, and what are those kinds of, what are those what are those things that are coming up for you, which maybe have held you back? And is that something, you know, so I think we've done a lot of work with you on that, and you've come out the other side and you're in much better shape now mentally than you ever have been, which is awesome. So we're so excited. So one last question I want to ask you was, how is life different now? Like what's different now, and how do you feel like the future looks now for you and your health, versus months ago?
I'm eating a lot better. I do have a different mindset around food. I have the occasional bad day, but I don't let it follow into a bad week, bad month, bad whatever. And also with you guys, if I contact you, you pull me up and stop that mentality. And I know that, you know, my food's going to be better in the future. My exercise goals are, this is going to be part of my life long term. It's not just I want to get to this goal and then I'm going to stop. It's a ongoing process. So, but I feel fitter and healthier, and I can achieve a lot more. My body can achieve a lot more than it used to be able to. So yeah, it's a win-win all around.
Yeah, it's so good. That's awesome. I love it. And that's great. And I think it's so good to have a long-term plan for yourself. And I know we've spoken about it with you in terms of where you want to, like you said, you want to live a long, vibrant kind of life. You want to see longevity. You want to be able to do things when you're older. And I think that's really cool. And it's important to focus on the present and what are you doing, but it's also great, I think, to have that long-term approach, because it is a bit of a marathon, isn't it? Health, it's not a sprint. We know that. And so you can fall off the wagon a little bit and you can still get up and win the race, and that's okay. So that's good. I love your work. That's great. So I appreciate you sharing. Thanks very much for being with us. And I know a lot of people out there will resonate with some of the struggles you've had, and it'd be awesome to see that, it is possible and you can overcome that mindset. If you just have the right approach and you work through it. And like you said, some days aren't easy, but as you get through the process, it becomes easier. Yeah. And you start to create a different approach, different mindset, different habits, and that's what sustains you in the long run. So, dude, you've done so well. We're really proud of you, and we look forward to seeing you lose the next however many kilos you want to lose, and whatever else you've got on the cards to achieve. Okay. Another trek in New Zealand, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, or France, or somewhere.
There you go. Maybe not this year, though.
No, definitely not this year.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Carolyn. Thanks so much for sharing, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot.
Create a different approach, different mindset, different habits, and that's what sustains you in the long run. So, dude, now I've got to try to figure out how to turn the live video off, which is where I might need Ali's help. Alison? I think I struggled with this last time. How do I turn this live video off? There we go. Got him. You always got to count on the wife to do the tough stuff. Beautiful.